Hi, Bridget. I'm going to give you some feedback on weeks one. I think probably all the way to week six. I know I gave you some feedback, but it looks like you've made some changes here. You didn't give yourself you gave yourself a grade, but you didn't say why. Um, However, you've got the ChatGPT conversation. You've looks like you've taken a look at Notebook LM, and so that's sufficient. You maybe could provide a little more detail in terms of. Well, actually, it's pretty good, to be honest. Um, Sometimes it's nice to look at what you thought of each of these, but um, it's solid. You've got your personal project and your description of what you've done. Play-based learning pack and full day kindergarten. Now only 60 minutes, but that's typical for the first week. Your individual contributions are fine. You put Magic School AI there, but I noticed that you didn't put a description of it. uh, so that would be my feedback there. And then you gave yourself a B there, which is maybe a little low. Yeah, B to B plus for sure. Just it's the project that I was kind of looking at. There's week two. So you give yourself a B and you give yourself some reasoning here, which is good. And then you have uh, 10 qualities of information literacy, which is great. You have your reflection here, all solid. Now you spent 2 to 3 hours on your project, but I don't see a plan or anything outputted at this point. So maybe that's coming. Um, and but it's a very solid reflection. You've got good community contributions, and you've given the challenges. This is perfect. I mean, this is definitely close to. I guess if there was something in the personal project, but it's B plus A minus. It's pretty solid. And then let's see, I've got week two there. Week three, you've done tabs here, so that's nice. So you've Wow, you've given a very good reflection this time, which is solid. That's an A plus reflection. Now, the workplace challenges with Copilot are fine. However, here we are. Is that? Oh, let me just see here. I need for each Gen AI activity, here you're missing, so I'm going to say missing final output, right? Because there was a file that you were supposed to link to there. I don't know if it's here somewhere. I don't see it. I don't see your project either. See that resources for information literacy, but lesson three, Jenny activity, maybe that's it. Um, 5 challenges. Well, maybe it is. Here we are. So early child educator, label the challenges, low pay, da da da. There's challenge one. Okay, so this is done actually really well. You just need to link that to your file. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Okay, so that's good to know. And I'll just put found it. I do review a lot of these, so it's sometimes hard to find everything. That's a very solid reflection. You've got it now. You have something in Canva, I think. Play, create, innovate. This looks probably is your final project, right? So this is AI toolkit. It's a pretty solid, certainly colorful. Prompt bank. Um, all right. So it looks like you haven't submitted that yet, but looks like a nice project. Although I'm not sure how AI was used, but approachable read toolkit working. Canva slide deck. Should colorful. Yep. So use Canva. I don't know what AI if you use, so that's what I'm just curious about. Solid reflections, though. So this is foundation to direct my project. Still have work to do. Okay, this is a really good reflection. Oh my gosh, this is pretty in detail. And I think for that week you were supposed to evaluate another resource, but this is week 3, right? So yeah, so that's definitely solid A minus um, for sure. Now you've got yourself at a B then, so something slipped here, but these are pretty. It's a heck of a reflection though. Now, Notebook LM, I can't get a link to that. I'm pretty sure it'll say, yeah, I can't. So you need to actually put in that Gen A activity, which I'm pretty sure is the video of which there it is. Um, okay, so that's there. I just needed a link to that. Focus on the platform, video, generate. Yes, okay, so you did all that, so that's great. Solid A there. Um, you're doing a lot of reflection here. I don't see like output, but and then you've given this is really good reflection. So I would be almost this is I don't think we did a Gen A resource at this point, so you can just delete that. And then week 5, um, you have the actual deep learning thing, which is great. That's solid and fantastic reflection. You've got your project. I'm trying to think, is it, um, sorry, that's the Gen AI. It's interesting. I think I've lost contact with your actual folder at this point. So I don't see the project, but I see a heck of a reflection. You can just delete this aspect, or I will. And then week 6, Gen A activity you completed. So you looked at my lens AI, which is fantastic. Great reflection. Okay, so at this point, I'm just kind of wondering what's the progress? Started testing multimedia, so you're doing a lot of things. So I guess it's sort of wondering where. So you're getting close, and you're very proud of the direction you're headed. So that's solid. I mean, this good community, good in-class contributions. We don't need that. And are you also at week 7? No. So week 6. So this is really solid. Honestly, you're somewhere between an A minus and an A. This is I particularly appreciate the high quality of reflection that you're doing. So thank you. And I'm looking forward to your project. It seems like you're making good progress. It's a little hard to tell.